Yo, what's up? This is Rodney, MC Shakie, and I love prison so much that I had to go back for a remix. And this is Prison Story Episode 9. All good things. Alright, before we get into this week's story, let me give you a little brief recap of last week's story. I literally had witnessed Amir get married. And I can honestly say I was not excited about witnessing that because it really forced me to confront my feelings for Amir. However, the day after he got married, we finally made sweet love. And so with that being said, things had changed. Also, the whole Goodwill and Jake thing was also a thing that was going on in the compound, as well as a lot of other things. Make sure y'all go check out last week's video in case you missed it. There is both a link for the last video and the playlist in the description. A few church announcements. I'm gonna start off with this, with the church announcements. I talked to Amir, like directly talked to Amir. Really like, what is this today? Y'all watching this Tuesday, so I was gonna say yesterday, but it happened. Did I talk to him Saturday or Friday? One of those days, Friday or Saturday. I talked to him. I talk about it a little bit in detail, and I show text messages that between me and Amir in a video that is just for people on the mail list. If you're not on the mail list, you're not getting that video. To join the mail list is simple. Head on over to mcshakie.com. Hit join Sip Nation, put your name and email address in it. It's not spam. I basically just print y'all in directions of exclusive stuff, as well as I just kind of give you updates on what's going on with me, my life, my situation, and it is like my little diary to Sip Nation. It's also free. So head over to the mail list if you're not part of it, because you are definitely missing out on the back half of Prison Stories. Also, I'm gonna link in the description my little own personal Diddy documentary. Not P. Diddy. I'm a real Diddy. That's a thing that is straight out of some of my best storytelling, but straight out of New Orleans. Just raw. I recorded it on live, and so therefore it's just some of my direct to you storytelling. Make sure y'all check that out if you didn't get a chance to already. It's 5 little quick episodes, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Alright, lastly, if you like storytelling, intimate storytelling, content that's a little bit shady, a little bit messy, the Hot 99, many different things we do over here at Sip Nation on the tube, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We marching on up, and I love y'all for that. Thank y'all so much. And if you already subscribed, do me a favor. Like, comment, and share. Helps me out a lot. It costs you nothing. It helps me out a lot. Like, comment, share. Also, lastly, last church announcement, I promise. If you would do me so much of a favor as if to hype this video. It's so simple. All you have to do is, if you're watching me on a mobile device, you only can do it on a mobile device. You can't do it if you're watching me on the internet or on a TV. But if you're watching me on a mobile device, go ahead and hype this video up. All you have to do is swipe the camera, hit the hype button. That helps me out a lot. Y'all can hype a few other videos if you don't mind, please. Because you get 3 free hypes a week. Also, don't cost you nothing. Ain't this crazy? Sip Nation don't cost nothing. I love this Sip Nation. Sip Nation is just where it's at. You heard me? Shake it with a friend though, for real. Alright, without further ado, let's just get into this week's story. Getting close. So, day after Christmas, day after his wedding, me and Amir make love. It wasn't so much of making love as it was just raw, just straight sticking, baby. It wasn't no, I ain't even gonna sit here in front. Like, it wasn't no, like Amir, up until that point, had been a very touchy, feely, like that type of person, like a caring, considerate type of take my time type of person. But girl, he didn't. This time, he just let me have it, and I wasn't even sure if I felt about that. All right, I'm a hoe, right? But I'm a hoe with standards, and so I think that I don't know how I felt to this day. Like, it really played on my mind. I guess, I don't go around sleeping with married men. I really don't. And then, if I don't know, I don't know. Right? And I mean, I just, I'm usually messing with men that's not married. For real. I can't really, in my mind, I probably messed with a married man before, but just not in my mind, like, oh, acting, he's married, so I got them, none of that. I'm not that type of person. But the difference here is so scary because I saw him get married. And I mean, you took a vow before God. I know the girl. I'm looking at the girl. I was at her wedding, and I'm sleeping with her husband. I don't know how I feel about that. And it started to play in my mind for real. Like, what kind of person am I? Like, what kind of person am I becoming? And is anything fruitful or good gonna come from this? Like, I really like. Amir tried to act like after that, nothing has changed, but two very important things that changed. You got married and we made love. Those two, we did the do. Those two things changed everything. And so, like, I'm not the type of person that could do nothing like that without feelings. I'm just not. I don't care. I've said this over and over again, and I got to say it again because, y'all have to realize I am not the person that can just go around, just jump into bed with you, getting dug in by you, and all of a sudden just, oh, I don't feel no type of way about it. I can't do that. And so I'm in my feelings about that. But he married. Oh my God. It was I was going through a mental thing at the time. Real quick, I will add that it was a heightened thing that I was going through with the girl I was talking to, because it's this at the point too. I'm thinking, after a month or two is going well, for she gonna realize, hey, Shakie just gay. Funny thing, she haven't realized that she haven't realized that yet. So one day she'll figure out. I don't know how to tell her no more better than just look, open your eyes. But but I started taking her a lot more seriously. Like, wait, she's still around. She's still being there. She's still being loyal. So then it's like, oh wow. So I had my mental at the time is starting to set in that I'm in prison. It's starting to set in that, like, okay, I'm disconnected from the world. It's been a few months now. It's been some months now. The world connection is starting to sever. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is usually the point where, you start hearing a little bit less from people. You start hearing a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You start getting a little bit more disconnected and disconnected. All right. So this is what happened. I sent a message out. Remember I was giving y'all, I said I'm gonna start giving y'all little weekly updates about what I was doing. So I was sending messages to her, to send to Buster, to post about, just what was going on with me, etc., etc. So one message I evidently sent her on the phone. So I said that to say on the cell phone. I sent her like, okay, send this, blah blah blah, etc., etc. So motherfucker, usually I send it through the computer and the feds will have record of it. I did not know Tarva was stalking my page ever since the incident with the water. This bitch been stalking my page. And so what he could corroborate was every message that he'll see on my IG about my status, about my update, he could corroborate it with a message that's on the computer. Except this one, because I didn't send it on the computer. He has access to our back and forth to inmate, like our inmate communication. The staff can look at that and see. But if you send it from a cell phone, they can't see. And so therefore, Tarva kind of put two and two together. Oh, I knew this bitch had a phone. I got to find the phone. So one night, 2 in the morning, I'm dead to sleep. It just so happened that I'm being stank because of the mental I'm going through with Amir. Like, I try not to even talk to him too much. I definitely don't want to, like, after that first time we hadn't really had sex. We did, I'm lying. Okay, we did one more time after that, like that Wednesday. This is Monday. I think we later night, and then the next time we had it, it was good. No shade. The little mother, the bitch. Listen, that bitch Amir. I still don't know how he was crafted by the creator so fucking perfectly for me. Like everything he is, everything I like, want, and love in a dude. For real, I hate this so much because it's like this would make it so hard because he was so pleasing to the eye, pleasing to the senses, pleasing to the soul. Right? He was like mentally pleasing, like everything that I want. I wanted him to my goal. I wanted Amir to love me like he professed love for her. I wanted him to say those words. I want him to say that you are mine. You're going to be mine. Like this is what I needed him to say. This is the validation that I needed from him. And I didn't get. And this is what made me feel kind of pissy and salty. So I'm just being stupid with him. I'm like, whatever, whatever. So thankfully this is going on because Tarver didn't bust up in the door and catch us because around 2 o'clock in the morning is the time we usually be doing what we do. But he didn't bust up in the door and catch us because I was dead to the world sleeping, girl. So he comes in, him and 2 other big old officers. All right, stop, don't move, no MA movement, and put all of us in separate cells. Me, Goodwill, and a mirror and separate of the empty cells, separated us. Right? So we talking through the window, we talking through the vents because the vents are connected. So I'm talking to our mirror through the vents, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is happening? He said, I don't know, that bitch tripping. Tava's a bitch. He is in our cell going through everything, looking at every picture, looking at every crevice. He literally spent like 2 hours in our cell. Him and they fucked over everything, messed up all our stuff, fucked up like dick, like whatever. Now, Tav, if you watching this, girl, listen. I've been doing prison longer than you've been doing prison. Me, I've been an inmate. I've been a convict way longer than you have ever been an officer. Not so this is why you couldn't catch me. I'm gonna just tell you why. I'm not stupid enough to lock in a room. They lock you down at 9:30. They lock you in the cell. There's no way to get out that cell. They got to come unlock the door for you. You got a cell. So if you have something on you, you have it on you. But I'm not dumb enough to lock down and not be. See, what you should have did was catch me maneuvering during the day because that's when I was maneuvering. That's when you should have tried to catch me during the day. I'm never ever gonna lock down in a cell with a cell phone with me because I can't go nowhere and there's nowhere to put it. There's nowhere to get rid of it. You can try to hide it all you want. I kept it. I found out the one place you don't like to go, and that's to what we call the chomos, aka the child molesters, and that's where I put my phone. Girl, you'll never catch me with it. You'll never physically catch me with it. I'm sorry. Not at no night like that. You just wasted your time. But he ain't waste my time. I got something to do for that. So he went into Goodwill. He went into the cell that Goodwill was. Strip search him looking for the phone. Went into the cell, strip search him looking for the phone. Then he came to the cell I was in. And he was like, strip. I was like, I need a female officer player. I'm listed as transgender. I'm not letting you look at my vaginas. Now, mind you, I don't got nothing on me. I could let him look at it. And he kind of find out I could talk, but I have mind that you see, child. But girl, I know my rights. You tripping. I'm not doing this without no female officer person. I'm not letting you just look at the queen. Good. He was like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Bitch, you about to get naked. I don't give a fuck. I know you got something on you. Get naked right now. I'm like, oh my God. He was like, and then the other one I'm hearing say, man, this faggot ass. This is what he said. The other officer, faggot ass shit. What? So I'm like, okay, I gotta follow direct order. So I go ahead and strip. And I shows out. Baby, when I talk about I been over, he's like, stop all that. What the fuck is you doing? I'll write your fucking ass up. Look, you told me to quiet. That's what I'm saying, just like that. You told me to quiet. Yeah, So I ain't got nothing on me though. So he didn't catch nothing. And so, he bring us back to our cell. He done fucked up my tablet. I had bought a tablet. He fucked up my tablet. He done broke all kind of shit in the cell. He found the condoms and just threw them away. He didn't write me out. He could have wrote me out for that, but he didn't. Because he looking for a phone. I'm gonna give him this. He wasn't petty. Like if you find stupid shit, he's just gonna throw it away. He looking for that phone. He don't care about He ain't care about no cigarettes really, because he told me one time, he was like, yeah, because I think that you should just sell them to y'all. It's stupid that y'all grown ass men. Why the fuck y'all can't have cigarettes? But they don't sell, they don't have cigarettes in the cell. So if he finds cigarettes or something like that, he don't like little extra food and shit that I don't obviously stole from the kitchen. He just threw that away. He threw away our magic cards too, because in the feds you can't order, you can't order those magic cards. What somebody have to do is they have to print it out for you online, and we would cut them out and paste them to playing cards. That's how we would make our magic cards. Real live nerd shit. This is what we would do. And so he threw our magic cards away, girl. I was evil and hot about that because it take you fucking years to get it. I'm fussing and cussing out Tiffany to print out my motherfucking cards and shit. And she's like, what the fuck is this nerd ass shit? And I'm, but so I was mad at that he threw it. I was really, that really pissed me off. It wasn't that I had to get naked in front of him or nothing, but it really pissed me off. And so the next morning they put up, so we up till like 5 in the morning putting stuff together. I go to the kitchen because I had to work, and I'm like telling my boss like what happened. And he was like, he wasn't supposed to do that, because if you listed as transgender, no matter what you're looking at on the side, you're supposed to have like at least a female officer in the vicinity, like to make sure that everything copacetic with you, because etc. etc. And she was like, that's your right. The officer said, man, she was like, I can't stand his bitch ass. And so I was like, you surely is right. I might write that bitch up. So she was like, go ahead, take the day off. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff together, because I know you've been up all night. Because I really was up all night from 2 in the morning. And then we couldn't sleep after that go on. We had to put all our stuff up and try to repair and all that stuff like that. So by the time they called me for work, I'm already like, damn. And so she give me the day off, and I go, and me and Jake go to the library and we write that bitch up, because Jake is good with that paperwork. I'm okay with it. I'm nice with it. But that bitch Jake start citing all kind of laws and stuff like that, and we write that bitch up for how he treated me. And then I also wrote up the officer who said something about saying something about this faggot ass shit or that faggot ass nigga or whatever the fuck he said. So I wrote all that shit up. Boom. And in the write-up, I'm just being shady, because I'm like, he shouldn't have been, like, he need to focus on case managing. That's why nobody could get all this stuff done now, because he not focusing on case managing. He focused on being an officer. If you want to be an officer, be an officer. Don't be no case manager, because Tom is a case manager in there. You're supposed to be managing cases. What did you worry about all this mess of this stuff for? But he was determined to catch me and catch that phone. Alright. So I write him up. So they have it. Remember I told you there was a lady that she was the nurse practitioner, but she specifically questioned to be my nurse practitioner. And so I had a doctor's appointment, a nurse, a medical call out, probably like the next day or two. And so I go up there, and I was telling her, she was like, oh Lord, they talk about how you wrote up Tarva. I said, yeah, girl, he wrote up that girl. I say Tarva, because it's now a thing on the cop out, because now you really violated these laws and Jake put all the laws and the policy and everything that you're supposed to be like. My shit violated. And so the one thing I want to say about the feds, especially at Oakdale, they respect that pen, baby. And see, Tarva not thinking I'm gonna do one thing he thinking, I'm not finna put the pen on him. He thinking I'll Shakie OG, been Pollock everywhere. Shakie ain't finna do no paperwork. New Shakie. G. And so so I was talking, she was talking to me, asking, when I went for my appointment, she was we was talking about it and yada yada yada. I'm saying, in the worst part, girl, I said, the bitch threw away my condoms. I said, shit, I just thought fucking. She was like, oh sister, you ain't gonna be in here fucking without no condoms. She said, don't trip, don't tell nobody. And so she went she had something in her drawer and give me a big old stack of condoms, like a big old thing of condoms. She said, tuck that in your khakis, because I don't want nobody to see you walking out with it. She said, I'll take care of my girls. I was like, oh girl, that's see. And so, no shade, me and her became, like, after that, she became my ace boom coon. Like, I really wanted a job in medical just to go chill with her. Because every time I would see her, every time, she'll come on the thing, she'll like, what's Shakie sister, come here. Shakie sister, come here, come on. And like, we'll talk, and we'll walk, like, this was really my ace boom coon. Mind you, she had saw me on stuff like the internet before. Obviously in Louisiana, I'm a little popular. And so she really was like, I could say Sip Nation member, a sipper that became like, it's good to have sippers at high places, bitch, is basically what I'm saying, girl. So I love y'all for that, and I love her for that. Sister, I will never say your name. I make sure I don't say your name. I hope I do not know if you still work for BOP, but if you want to, you can reach out to me. I would love to take you to dinner one day, because like, not only was it like, you just treated me like a human, and that meant a lot. Like, I was an inmate Russell. I was just shaky, and like, I really, really appreciate that, for real. Like, a lot of things was going on me mentally, and the fact that she was so humanizing to me was everything. And and I know she can't do that for everybody. I know she can't be who I know she can't, but y'all don't even realize, because it's so crazy. First of all, it's crazy to me how the federal government do not let listen. Having sex is against the rules in prison. But guess what goes on in prison? They're going to have sex. People having sex. It's just what's happening. But if somebody contracts a STI, guess what the feds have to do by law? They have to treat the STI. So the amount of money y'all spend to treat a STI, y'all can just give us condoms and then whatever. But y'all in your mind, y'all promoting homosexuality. But at the end of the day, when you put men in an unnatural situation, it just brings out we don't have nothing to do. Nothing to do. We ain't nothing to do. There's 24 hours in a day. We spend 8 sleeping. They work out. You can only work out 2 hours. You watch TV 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? What you doing? You get your little job. That might be another 6 hours. What you think you're gonna do? That's all fuck. Especially if they fuck with that. And so, if the dumbest thing in the mind of me is that I'm gonna spend the taxpayers' dollars on all these medication, and they don't prescribe preventative medication. Like, they don't give you the preventive medication. They give you medicine after something happened. But after something happened, you got to get all this medicine. You got to pay for all these medicines. You got to pay for all this stuff. You got to send them all kind of different places, doctors and specialists and all this stuff like that. You spend all these taxpayer dollars when you can just pass out condoms that are cheap or most of the time free. Just pass them out. Pass them out. You could save the taxpayers so much money, this whatever, because you have one thing you have never stopped ever in life. You done made the rule that we can't have sex. That's the rule. That is a rule in prison. You cannot have sex. There's no rule that say you can't be in a relationship. There's no rule, but guess what? There's also a rule in prison. Gangs ain't a rule. It was a rule in prison. They still got gangs. So the prisons are the most backwards. They used to call it BOP backwards on purpose, because everything they do just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. You're not dealing with. You could put past all the rules you want. It's prison. We're in prison for breaking rules. What do you think we're gonna be in there doing? We're not gonna be there following rules. We're gonna be figuring out ways to break rules, because we live there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we have time to study everything going on here, share information, figure it out. And so guess what we did? We fucked. Pass out condoms. I am so lucky and I'm so fortunate that I have never. The amount of sex I had in prison, I'd be so scared. I swear to God, every time I go take a STI test, I'd be like, oh my God. Because I know I had some sex in prison. And I know, we use gloves and we use cellophane wrapper when possible. But sometimes that shit that's not a protection. And so when she give me that meant like, bitch, I want you to make sure you save me. I want to make sure your life is saved. That wasn't say, hey, go fuck on everything. That wasn't what that was. And child, it might have been a thought that came through my mind. But it was like, okay, I care about your life, because I don't want you back there. I done seen too many times where these dudes, they just, niggas is, just as much as they cheat and all that shit, they do it in prison too. I don't want y'all to think that it's absolved for that. You're about to hear about that right now. So, okay. That happened. I of course shared the condoms with the GBGs and my dogs and yada yada yada. But because I had a nice big thing she gave me, and I ain't whatever. So for Amir's wife, you can rest assured that we never had unprotected sex when we did have sex. So we did have protected sex. Amir and me had a talk about what it was that I was feeling and how he felt about being married. And he told me and he professed his love for his wife. He did. And I was like, Amir, what? So what is it that we got? What is this then? You love your wife. I'm not disputing that. But what is it that we have? And you know what he told me? He was like, I don't know. He said, I got a lot of love for you. He was like, I got a lot of love for you. He was like, I really fuck with you. But he was like, I can't never, I can't never, I can't never. He was like, he was like, I can't think about you messing with nobody else. But I can't. I can't. He's like, I married because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I married her because I'm in love with her. She real, she loyal, she everything. And I was like, well, you never give me the opportunity to be none of that. Not that I'm competing with her. Not that I won't be on the side of her or nothing. But you never give me an opportunity. He was like, okay, well, how you want the opportunity? I said, okay, cool. I said, keep this, no matter where you go, keep this. And I said, this number gonna always be on. Whenever you need, call me. It don't matter. If you know that my sister got it right now, you could call her and she'll tell me whatever. If any of us we get transferred or something, um, let's stay in contact. And he was like, I got you. I said, no, promise me right now that we'll all, no matter what, we gonna always stay us. He said, I promise. And then he fucked the shit out. Because he is just, oh, girl. Oh, man. My bad. Hold on. Let me get started. All right. Some more stuff was happening. Let me, I want to say this. This is how this happened. There was a lockdown. Actually, this is what happened. One of the Hispanics, Tava was being an officer, not being a fucking case manager. And one of the Hispanics had an issue where Tava thought he saw the dude with the phone. And Tom was like, went in his cell, come here, let me get, and start wrestling with the dude. And dude really punched on him. Like, stop playing with me. And put him up. So they locked our unit down. Like, oh no, y'all can't be hitting the officers. They took the Hispanic. His name was Mikey, and he was cute too, girl. I was 6'5", I wanted Mikey too, girl. Cute Hispanic girl. I wish I could speak Spanish, girl. It's so fine. But hola, that's all I could. Hola, hola. He was really, really nice. He was PJ partner too. Him and PJ was really nice. So they locked us down. So Jake and Goodwill writing notes back and forth to each other. So how they locked us down? It was probably like a week, bitch. We in the cell, we locked in the cell. Like our whole unit locked down. They come and bring us food, etc., etc. So by our unit being on lockdown, the head auditor, which was staying, could go back and forth. So she would come out of her cell and like pass out trays and do all kind of different things. They would let us out like every other day or something like that to take a shower. And so one time Goodwill was asleep and Stan passed a note for Goodwill. So I'm so bitch, you know, y'all know how I am. Y'all heard Prison Story 1, bitch. Don't put no note in my hand, I'm reading it. Cause I'm nosy. It's what it is. Y'all feel how y'all want to feel about it, I don't care. Y'all know I'm nosy. So I read the note. And so the note was Jake just like, oh my god, poor Jake. I think it's why she didn't like me for real either. But because I was just like, this is the overbearing mother that she was talking about. I read the note. In the note is like, I can't wait till you get this white booty, and oh my god, I touched your penis, I touched your dick, and I wanna, oh my god, I can't wait to eat your big black cock. I'm like, oh, the fuck kind of shit is this? And so this is bewildering to me because it's like, oh, but y'all never did that. So when Goodwill woke up, me and Amir, I get Amir boy and show him the letter, obviously. And so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, what's happening? What's like, hold up, how you got a girlfriend? You made Jake break up with with Ain't. And you ain't on the pot? So this is also a reason for me to look in, like you shitting, but you ain't getting up. You shit or get up the pie. You supposed to be dropping dick off in her. What the fuck? And so Goodwill admitted to us. He was like, I don't think I'm really gay. I'm like, well, this kind of, whatever. He was like, and Jake be trying to do, man, Jake be trying to get my wee wee. I'm like, oh wow, this is. He was like, man, She grabbed it, and I'm like, wait, wait. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, well, Goodwill, you might have wanted to thought about that before you told him you liked him. He was like, yeah, but it's so confusing. He was like, man, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. And so then he admitted to us what it was. Now, mind you, Jake Jake got coin. Jake's father, like, we're gonna look him up. Let me see if I can put this up here. Her father, they own a company or something. His real name is Benjamin Jakes Johnson. We call him Jake though. It's Benjamin Jakes Johnson. So let's pull up some stuff about Jake real quick. Stop. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm pulling up on my phone. So I'm gonna put up whatever I find on here. So excuse me for the little horrible editing job. This is gonna be. I'm gonna try not to fuck it up, y'all, because y'all know I'll fuck some shit up. Let me see. But they own some kind of. I forgot his dad's name. Benjamin Jakes. A young Democrat. Come on, but he's from Syracuse, New York. I thought he was from New York, New York. Oh, he lived in New York, New York. They got so much shit on this one. Okay, look. So basically, his daddy owned buku companies or some shit, and they buy companies. I'm fix all that. So basically, his daddy owned companies or buy companies, and they got buku money. And so Jake last little boyfriend, when he got out, his Jake had his daddy hired a boy, and the boy went to New York and was working for Jake's daddy and making all kind of money. And Jake had him put up in a motherfucking apartment and everything. Jake had changed the boy's life. So Goodwill admitted to us, he's like, I'm doing this because I know when I get out, I'm gonna have this whole sex offender tag on me. I know I ain't got nothing to go home to. Nobody gonna look at me the same. The army was my life. I don't have that anymore. And I'm looking for a come up. That's what he admitted to me and Amir. And I'm like, I'm like, you little motherfucker. I said, that is the worst reason in the world to play on somebody. And I said, this is the next thing. I said, listen, little bitch, for real. If I was Jake, if you played on me like that, I promise you, I promise you, on everything, I would do everything in my power to destroy him. If I was Jake and found that out. Because you can't keep it up. You go up there, you get a little couple dollars, working for the daddy, blah blah blah. You come up, you do all this stuff like that, and guess what? The second you not be you, I'm gonna do everything in my power to destroy it. And then I'm saying you messing with a white girl with money. I'm like, girl, I'm a black bitch with no money, bitch, and I will destroy you. I'm not. I ain't even talking about beat you up. I'm gonna make sure nobody. I'm gonna make sure first of all everybody in the world know, and this, that, and the other. I say, what is you doing? Like, what is you like? I said that is so wrong. Goodwill go for like how you turn to a supervillain that fast? Like you was such a sweet little young man, but how did you turn to a supervillain that fast? Like, and then I'm like, how I didn't clock this? You not with Jake because with Jake, you ain't want to be with Jake. You ain't even really LGBTQ plus for real. You just in prison, don't know what to do, and you see a little come up, and that's what it was. That's crazy work. That's diabolical. Nah. Little motherfucker even smarter. Cause I'm like, I really should tell Jake. I was like, you should tell Jake. So this is what he said me though. He was like, well, this is what Jake said about you. And behind my back, Jake was like, I'm overbearing. She think I like him. It was this, that, and the other. I'm just loud and common. We would never be friends in the world. Like, cause like this, that, and the other. Shakie is an opportunist. Shakie like to boss everybody around and this, that, and the other. What? Well, you know what, bitch? You better do it till it well. And listen, whatever you get out that hole, make sure you look out for your fucking mama. I'm not on it. The bitch say that about me. So guess what? I'm about to help you juice the fuck out that hole. And so I said this. I started doing this. I started orchestrating Goodwill. Not only am I motherfucking making him do it, I'm helping him. I'm coaching him. I'm coaxing him. And I'm like, look, tell her who we need this. Tell her who we need that. Old store coming up. I wanted the new watch. I didn't want to pay the money for it. Tell her who buy you and your mama a watch. Period. Make that whole spin up, bitch. I'm a sock it to your pocket, bitch. You want to talk about me? Yeah. Let you hunky child molested, okay, I'll sock it to your pocket. Period. Period. We're gonna sock it to that pocket. And that's exactly what I helped Goodwill proceed to do. I became a willing accomplice. Amir just in the wing. Chill it. Amir like, y'all wrong for that. Bitch, you playing with my feelings, Amir. The fuck? You gonna tell me about playing with this bitch feelings? I'm helping him. I used to go down there when I'm talking to him, like, girl, all he talk about all night is you. All he could think about is you. And so one time, I'm playing my role of mother and doing this, and you know what she was like? She was like, but he doesn't wanna take that next step. And he's like, I don't know if he doesn't want to take that next step. And so we had no shade. I ain't gonna lie. He started psyching into her pocket. But this is what I do know. Baby, you can play my wallet only so long. But after a while, you gotta have to pay that piper, bitch. You gotta pay that piper. You got to you got to show and prove. I'm like, damn. I don't know how to tell him. So I'm advised. I'm like, bro, I think the jig is up. You might not be set for life on this one because baby, she wants some yay. And you know, she done grabbed your shit before, and then this all that did was entice her. He was like, he was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. He was like, so if I get my dick sucked, did that make me gay? Amir like, hell nah. Amir. Of course that's good. That's what you're gonna say. Yeah. Of course. So I'm like, son, I mean, people look at it a little different way, but you gotta really, I'm not advising you on how to do that. He was like, just how. So Amir start. I was advising him on how to play with our emotion. Amir decides he wants to step in now and advise him on how to get his dick sucked. Which I just thought you just lay back and get your dick sucked, but evidently there's a whole emotional thing to it when you're messing with somebody who was born a man, and so it feels a little different for them. I guess I don't know what the case was, but Amir advised him on that, and so he went down there one day. He came back right before concert. He's like, "My dad, I got my dick sucked." And so I'm like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Yeah, I know." I'm like, "Okay, so tell us what happened." He was like, "Oh, it took him about 40 minutes." But he was like, oh, after he finished, he was like, oh my God, that was intense. He had to suck that in about 40 minutes because I couldn't nut with him because he a dude. Like, I was like, well, child, they let me know all I need to know about Miss J girl because one thing Shakie don't have is their problems. Now, I did have a man that didn't. We gotta talk about him later, but there's a dude I messed with. They could not. And I ate his dick for the guys, bitch. I was the dick. You know me, I'm a dick eating bitch. But bitch, I couldn't make them means nothing. But okay, so anyway, this is the king. So he finally he got his dick sucked by J. I'm like, baby, but listen, while y'all doing all that advising and all this other stuff like that, don't forget, this is just the start. Once that starts, they don't like he gonna want to do that all the time. But it's only gonna be a matter of time before he gonna want to get fucked. He was like, so Amir like, oh, so that's a game all y'all play. Look at me. Stop playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me. I'm not playing no game, bitch. You came willingly. Anyway, so that's what we got the juicing of Jay. Alright. So this is around the end of December. And guess what? New Year finna come. And guess what happened? I know that Crazy is about to go to RDAP, and I know PJ is about to go to the camp. They both been put in to get shipped. And so one night we sleeping, and they come knock on my door. Pop, 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 pop. Both of them got shipped the same day. And so my little brothers had left. They had left. They went to Crazy went to Coleman, and PJ went to I think a camp in Alabama. I forgot exactly where PJ go. I asked him from myself, so, but he went to a certain camp. And so he and so that went I went, and so that put me in a little depressed mood because as y'all know, PJ and Crazy, my little brothers, they come bother me every day, and I kind of miss them bothering me. But like as prison turns, life goes on. Me and Amir had fell into a kind of routine. Us starting to fuck was a popping to the top. Cause once you kind of start that, you can't stop that. Like, I never thought Amir loved his dick suck. I never thought he would be the type of person to be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck all the time. But he became that person. I did not feel better sleeping with a married man. Like I never felt good about that. I would all in the back of my mind is like every time we would do something like that, I would remember the way it was like I just remember it. It just was there, and I was like I remember the feeling I felt like, oh man, I wish he felt like this about me. Um, Amir would always say he got a thing for me, he got love for me. The bitch never told me I love you, and I really needed to hear that. I needed to hear that from him. I never did. Um, I felt it though. I felt it so much. After we would fuck, sometimes we would just lay up. Sometimes we didn't even fuck. Sometimes we would just lay up. We still talked. We still did all that stuff. The only difference was like, wow, you're married and you're in love with this woman, and I, I do everything for you. I cook. I get us stuff clean. Like, I, I put you first. And something I had to realize was if I'm putting him first and he putting him first, who's putting Shakie first? As you know, I worked in the kitchen. And one of these little Texas boys that Stain was after come to me one day. He was like, Shakie, bro, I need a job. I'm like, okay. I'll tell the girl that run the kitchen if she can put you on. He's like, all right, thank you. I'm like, all right, cool. So the girl who's the administrator, I was like, look, my little partner need a job. She said, send me the cop out. I was like, all right, cool. So I bring her the cop out. She get him hired. So he start working in the kitchen, wiping tables. Now, because he in my unit, I'm like, listen, I need you to start. We're gonna make a little bit more money because I can only bring back so much. But you could bring back some stuff too. And the more of us doing that, there's the more shit we can bring back, and the more shit we can sell, and the more money we can make. And so I'm like, all right, cool. He was like, all right, cool. And so I start putting him on, like, here, loading him up. I run a line. So now instead of stealing like a half a pan of chicken, bitch, I'm stealing the whole pan because I don't bring back one. He won't bring back one. I'm, boom, boom, boom. Operational elaborate, bitch. It's called scaling, bitch. And so what I do is so me and him start having that kind of thing. Let's give him a name because I mean he matters. Let's call him C Baby. I'm gonna call him C Baby right now. C Baby. And I can do y'all an AI image of him, and that AI image of him is right here. Boop. Cute enough. Fine enough. And me and C Baby, we have a good little relationship. But at first I don't look at him like no type of way. Right? I don't look at him no type of way. I just kinda look at him as, he a little cute little trade to me. I mean, whatever, but I don't, me and him have a good banter, to say the least. So this will happen in the phase. If you're trans, they give you female undergarments. They give you like a little sports bra, and they give you female panties. Now, I have it because Amir likes it. Like anything, the femininity part. So like when I'm walking around my female, like if we doing something, like I got my female panties on, my bra or something on, to him it's fish. And so we do in the phase we're doing stuff to be more and more fish. And so but I don't like this shit for real. I don't like wearing the bra because I don't know how y'all women do it, because all day with that shit on is disgusting. It hurt. And it's like, oh my god, I like them things to just flop on free, girl. Just fly free. Because, but just having them hoes sitting up like that, girl, the whole time, girl, that's disgusting, girl. It's something you definitely you got to get used to it. So I obviously wasn't used to it because I don't wear no damn bra on the street, but I did at this point. Because, bitch, my trademark. This is all I did. Stop. Don't judge me, girl. Yeah, and I'm honest, bitch. Y'all know I'm honest. I'm authentic. I gotta just tell y'all the truth. Girl. Yeah, I was walking around in the feds with a Brian panties out. It is what it is. Y'all go tell that to whoever y'all want to tell that to. School call it. Tell who y'all want to tell it to. I don't care. I ain't in the bitch judging. Yes, I was walking around the feds with a Brian panties out. But okay, so one day I'm working in the kitchen, and I'm like, this is probably getting on my nerves. This bitch keep riding up, girl. Girl, I don't know if I got it up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I go in the bathroom, take off my shirt, like trying to adjust the motherfucker, not realizing I got the motherfucker on backwards. I'm like, because it's a sports bra. I have one. I'm gonna show y'all. Dang. So I can't show y'all right now, but I will have it for the after show. I will have the actual federal sports bra for the after show. So make sure you stick around for the after show. I will have it for that. I don't have it right now, but I'm gonna have it for the after show. So make sure you stick around and come to the after show if y'all want to actually see the actual federal sports bra that they give to the trans inmates. So anyway, um, I'm like, what the hell? But it's all backwards. This is why it doesn't feel right. Like, oh fuck, what the fuck? I was on crack this morning that I was putting this on. So I take off the bra and putting it back on in the bathroom. Now, usually when I'm in the bathroom, nobody comes in the bathroom. Like, they know, oh shit, shaking back there could be anything that's going on. Shut up. And so, in walks MC Baby. He look like, oh wow, damn. I'm like, oh my bad. He was like, nah, you ain't your bag. Man, you got real titties. Now, I have fat titties. They're not real titties, but they fat titties. They fitties, bitch. Moves, girl, whatever they want to call them, bitch. I'm chubby, bitch, so I got some breast titties. But, so he was like, oh my God, let me see. Man, I want to see him. I'm like, um, he's like, ah, dang weird, huh? I was like, I guess not. You want to see him? I said, you want to touch him? And so he started rubbing on him. He's like, man, you got real titties. I was like, man, let me get out of here. First of all, I start do something I don't want to do. And so he walks out. And so I'm like, that was kind of crazy, man. Just rub on my titties. But okay, fuck it. I put the bra on the right way and just left. Now, this is what I don't like about trades. Because much as y'all talk about us punks tell everything, bitch, guess what y'all do all the fucking time? Tell everything, bitch. So he go tell other people in the unit, man, Shakie got real titties, Shakie got real titties, Shakie got real titties. So the first thing is like, how you know that? And so he said, I saw him in the bathroom. Now this goes around because they're not really like Baby, they're not expecting this from him. Stan been behind it forever, and he really been trying to duck and dodge Stan. But you know, like I told y'all, the skinny white girls, y'all not it's the a chubby bitch gonna get it every day because it's like a female. It's like, I mean, you know, I got soft like a female, you know, whatever. And so he go around telling people this. So um I don't want I'm trying to see how to tell the story because this is how I didn't know that at first. I'm gonna tell you that how this I'm gonna tell you how I found out. One day, sometime after that, T.O. comes to me and was like, girl, don't go crazy. I'm like, for what? Why would I go crazy? She was like, Strawberry was in his cell all morning. In case y'all remember, Strawberry was the leader of the YP gang that was in our unit. The leader of the YPs was somebody else. I forgot that bitch name. But Strawberry was in my cell all morning. Like, what the fuck she doing in my cell? She was like, probably talking to your trade. I'm like, nah, I'm at work at the time. I'm like, I know you lying to me. Now, Amir never gave me. I said, because I'm like, Till, you sure it wasn't for Goodwill? Because his little hiding drawers ass probably running around here trying to juice up a finesse or finagle another sister. And so she was like, Goodwill was about Jake the whole time. She was like, sister, you know, one thing we don't get in is husband and wife disputes. But if you need some help with the YPs, let us know. I'm like, girl, what the fuck was Strawberry doing to my cell? So I played it cool, go get myself together because I was coming from work. Um, Lockdown came for the 4 o'clock count, and so I was like, "You and Strawberry, y'all had fun? Just trying to pick him." He was like, he was like, "I don't know. You and C baby had fun? I ain't do nothing with C baby. How you know How you know about your titties? He run around here telling niggas your titties soft and everything." I'm like, "I didn't do nothing with C baby." He was like, "If you gonna tell me a nigga walking in a nigga," and so I told him how it really happened. I said, it felt more like a science experiment than anything like that, Amir. And he was like, "So you mean to tell me a nigga just felt on your titties?" You go, man, I know. Come on, bro. I know you sucking dude dick and blah blah blah, etc. etc. I'm like, "So this is why you had this bitch in my cell." He was like, "We ain't do nothing. We just talk. I played with his titties." I, I, that's what's up. You know what I did, bitch? I took off on him. Boom, boom. I'm like, all the pain and hurt I felt was released like a wiggle, bitch. I worked him. He like, "Stop, stop." Goodwill like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" So Goodwill, he's kind of strong because he did no military. So he pulled my big ass off, and I'm just trying to like, "Don't fucking pull me off him. Fuck him. Fuck him. This bitch playing in my face. This bitch playing in my face. This bitch playing in my face." And so, like, I felt that he was like, "Bro, I ain't do nothing with that punk. That punk, me and the punk were just talking. We were just talking. We were just talking. You tripping. You tripping. I ain't fucking tripping. I ain't fucking tripping. Fuck all that. Fuck all that." So I'm like, "I'm tired of you fucking playing with me. I'm really just so fucking tired of you playing with me, man. I'm really fucking tired of you playing with me. I'm tired. You got me my feelings. You got this punk in myself on the phone." He was like, "But you fucking with that dude. You fucking with that young ass dude." So I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. Don't trip. You ain't got to fucking worry about me no more." He's like, "Man, you really hit me. You really hit me, man. I really should catch on with you." I said, "You don't want him. Let's go." It was like, "You lucky. You lucky you're a bitch." "No, you lucky I'm a bitch. Because, bitch, I would have worked you. You lucky Google pulled me off of you." Google like, "Yeah, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do this. Y'all, my mama, y'all, my daddy, don't do this. Don't do this." I'm like, "Google, listen, your dad is a bitch." And I just left it at that. So when they unlocked the doors, I left. So what I went to do is I went and go pull up on Steve Baby. I'm like, "Why is you going around telling people that you touched my titties?" He's like, "I don't give a fuck with no nigga thing." I was like, "Bro, you really messing up my little situation." He was like, "Your little situation." He was like, "Dude say he don't mess with you like that." I'm like, "You sure is right." I was like, "So what? You just want to feel on the titties? What you want to do? What, you want to do something else?" And he was like, "What you want to do?" And so he was like, "Shit, let me go holler at my celly." So he went and go holler at the celly. Told the celly he needed to sell for a little while. "Bitch, you gonna have a bitch in my cell. I don't know if you was doing something with the bitch or not. But I'm gonna take it as you was doing something with the bitch. Because I know if I was gonna sell with you, bitch, I'm gonna try to eat your fine ass up. And if you gonna cheat on your wife, I know you gonna cheat on your girlfriend. The fuck? You cheat on your wife every fucking night. So I know you'll cheat on your girlfriend." And so when I went and said with the dude, bitch, he put the flap up, and bitch, he must have been a titty baby girl because he loved titties. He want to suck on my titties and all this stuff like that. I'm like, I need to get some dick. Fuck all that. Bitch, I eat him up for the guys. I really want to get fucked, but I was like, nah, that's just too much. But so, bitch, I ate a little dude up. Ate him up. Ate him up. Sucked him up. Yada, yada, yada. I slick side want Amir to know that I ate him up. I slick side want him. I want him to feel how the fuck I've been feeling. So I want him to know. I want him to know. And so I go in the cell and kind of sort of bring it up to Goodwill, knowing that Goodwill gonna tell his daddy. Cause Goodwill, he loved both of us, but he be trying to keep the peace. But him and his daddy talk trade talk when they be talking about boy stuff that is over my head, and you know, I mean, I play my part as a woman, and so that's what I do. But I know he gonna tell him, so I let him. I kind of let Goodwill casually know, like, yeah, and for that little boy put the slap up and yada yada yada, etc. etc. And true to what I assume, the next day I go to work. Me and the dude go to work, and then we fucked around in the bathroom again. So at work, so in the kitchen, we fucked around in the bathroom. So, girl, don't judge me, girl. I told y'all I was old. Y'all know I was old when I first started watching Prince. Yeah, don't act like it's something new now. So I'm eating up sea baby. Oh, boom. Me and Goodwill had a little. Me and Goodwill had me and Amir had a little bitty squabble. Uh, and when I came back from work that day, usually Amir be out watching TV, running around doing something, or under y'all working out when I come back from work. Because when I come back from work, I want to hurry up and get in the shower, get my work off me, and then start chilling for the rest of the day. He know that, so he usually not in the cell. But Amir this day was sitting in the cell. Everything, the lights was off, everything. He was like, "So you put the flap up with that boy?" I'm like, "Sure did." I was like, "If I'm gonna get the charge, I might as well." He was like, "Alright." And bitch, Amir took off on me. Boom! Conked me dead in the head. Like, boom! Boom! Conked me in the head. And then we start tussling. And with that, I will end the story until next week for Prison Story episode 10. Real quick, if you're not part of the mail list, join the mail list because you never know what kind of exclusive video gonna come out during the week. Number one, number two, Prison Story playlist, all that's linked in the description. And if you don't already, please subscribe to my channel. Love y'all, and I will see y'all at the after show, which premieres right now.